Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today, I'm just going to cover why I decided to buy a little bit of Bitcoin and some Pokemon. Several weeks ago, when I was looking at Twitter or X, I saw this little infographics or whatever you want to call this. And I said, okay, do I believe in the data? So I plugged in some of the data myself and I use AI to help me out, and this is what it came up with. And some of the numbers seem off. The S&P 500 appears to return a little bit higher, but the other data points look close enough. So it got me thinking, if I can easily create a chart like this using AI, how hard is it for me to then back test the data and see what it shows me? And on this screen, that's exactly what I did. Instead of going back to the beginning of 1980s as the other asset class, I picked 2016 and 2018 as a two dates or years that we could start with. And the reason for that is most of us will never have the opportunity to buy Pokemon when it first came out, which is 1999 or even 2000. And same with Bitcoin. Most of us are not going to buy Bitcoin at 2010 or 11. So what I did was we picked two dates and just to show how fast or how slow the assets have grown over the last couple of years. And what surprised me is if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has grown about 6.7 times of your money. Pokemon using 2018 is roughly the same. And that really surprised me. Now, if you go back two more years, 2016, it's obvious that Bitcoin at this point will start outperforming anything ever created or any other asset class. Because right now we're up to over 1,000,000% or 1,000,000 times your money back if you got back literally at the very, very beginning. Most people have bank accounts, most people have real estate, 401k plans, and other exposure. Some people have T bills and other stuff like that, or annuities, or some type of pension. But very few people have exposure to Bitcoin. And not too many people have exposure to something like Pokemon collecting cards. And that's what I want to talk about. Are we too late? Or are we still early? Now, the answer is I doubt any of one of us will assume that we are early, but we're not too late. These asset class only grow at 15 or 20% a year on average. They will still outperform most things that traditional investors focus on. Most investors go after the S&P 500. Most investors go after real estate. And they're very conservative, or even buying bonds and getting a 4 or 5 or 6% dividend yield. And what I'm trying to suggest is suppose you just buy very little of these things that maybe you don't understand. You can buy 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks a week or a month into something like Bitcoin or even Pokemon. And I still believe you are not late. And if you do this correctly, you will see over the next 5 or 10 years, you will outperform. And I have started doing this with Bitcoin and I've done really well. And I started this with Pokemon last year. And even in a short year, the average returns can be anywhere between 20% to about 200%, depending on the product. So I'm willing to test this out going forward. So if you stick around, watch some of my future videos, you'll see what I'm talking about and some of the things that I have in mind. Anyhow, hope you have a good day and I'll catch you next time. And again, this is Howie and I'm here to help you win with money.